Holy smokes. The note takers are flooding the room. I can't hear you, David. Is that me or is it you? Still can't hear you. Gabe, maybe try to say something.
Am I muted? There we go.
There you go. Yeah, you were muted.
Yeah, it loaded differently for me, so I'm not sure what was happening.
Well, but I got a million note takers that are joining here.
Yeah, I have one that popped in. What the hell?
Is yours D's note taker?
Yeah.
So, some really good news, guys, is I have a really good offer that was thrown to me after doing that presentation. They want to buy this system that I built.
Nice.
Yeah. It's a number that I may take, David. So I may be looking for a job. I may be staying out of supply chain and logistics recruiting for 2 years. So if anybody's hiring, I'll be looking for, I don't even know what to fucking, because I won't be able to sit around.
Well, you could, what you could do, Dom, is you could do consulting or advisory work. I just started with a company right now that's hiring. Can you do go-to-market stuff?
Oh, absolutely. I'd love to. Basically,
just do what you do, and you just work with somebody else's system for the time being, and then if you have that kind of life-changing money, you have. I'm assuming it's double figures. You should definitely go for it.
It's definitely 7 figures, and it's a good number. And you know, I got a really good guy guiding me through. He's sold 3 staffing companies. Tom Sweetman. He's guided me through this whole process. Thank God for him. So it's great to know people in the industry.
First offers aren't their best offers, as I'm sure you know.
Yeah, he's guided me through it. I can give you guys a lot of knowledge on how to deal with this shit now that I've seen it, because there's things that I wouldn't even. But if it wasn't for this guy, Thomas Sweetman, I wouldn't even know where to begin.
What kind of private plane are you going to get?
Nothing, dude. By the time I pay taxes, my wife spends it, I'll be broke tomorrow. Okay, I'll buy a few. Tyler, I'll buy a few guns, and it's not even for sure yet. Like it's pretty close to. I just got to get. If they can give me 90% up front, I'll take it. If not, I'm not taking it. And we'll see.
Is it your search firm or the AI systems that you've done for it?
The both inside of here. So Loxo Partners is totally separate. So we'd still be able to do that, but they want my book, but they most importantly, these guys have a big portfolio of logistics companies. They want this piece right here.
Well, why don't you work with one of those private equity firms? What you could do, Dom, is you could take the funds from that and roll it forward into something else.
Oh, I'm going to for sure, but my wife's probably going to want me to take a break for a minute. I'll do some real estate deals, something like that. We'll see. Anything new on your end, David?
Just started a new project. I stepped away from where I was at, and I basically set up an LLC. Tom helped me out and hooked me up with a good accountant. So working through that and just getting set up on their ends. And they're basically a like a consulting advisory firm that has a lot of clients in different parts of the U.S. and EMEA. So,
What are you doing for them?
I'm doing basically sourcing for them. So,
Sourcing the candidates.
yeah. So think of it like the delivery of the candidate side. So, in the recruiting world, right, you have your sales or account managers, and then you have your like recruiters in house. It's kind of like that portion. So you find the people, you screen them, you make sure they're qualified, get them set up, bring them through the interviewing process, and then hand them off to someone at some point. So
That's what you're going to be doing?
Yeah.
That's no different than what we do.
Correct. But you're doing full task. I'm not dealing with the hiring manager side. It's only on the candidate side, basically.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So using all the, advanced tools and behind the scenes things to make that happen. So, and basically I'm doing it fractionally as well for other people. So I do that as my main income right now. And then I work with people that are flooded with roles and need help on the delivery side. So doing name generation or helping pipeline or whatever they need.
Awesome. One thing that this is me telling you guys I'm probably going to step away for a little bit, probably not, but look at this. So I'm really targeting robotics companies for supply chain logistics. So what I did is I pulled 100 and have them all nailed down in different sectors here. And then what I did is I took this list of all these 100 companies, and then here's the people for me to reach out to. Let me show you. So I put it on here, had it source all the key contacts for me, all the people, and then automatically go and load it up into Instantly Campaign in the 4 different segments that you saw there. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going back to this right here. One, 2, 3, 4.
Nice.
So those 4. And then it automatically loaded up the leads in here for me. And then I'll launch those out here, plus reach out on LinkedIn. For after the sequences, I'll have to change some of it up, but simple.
Nice.
Yeah. And we just had a good week here, just 100K plus week. I don't know how are you guys doing this week?
Nowhere near that.
No? Tyler,
Building from scratch. So thinking building from the bottom up.
there you go.
I had a solution architect start on Monday, which is good. It's always good when they start, right?
Here's
Hey, so I saw Perplexity. Dom, if you had one to go pro, I'm trying to figure out which one I'm going to do on the pro license. ChatGPT with Claude. Okay.
So ChatGPT is so limiting. Like I ran out of my weekly credits already.
Do you have the pro at all or no?
No, I have the 20 plan right now, but it's telling me that it can't integrate with tools, which is ridiculous. I was trying to have it like leverage some of the paid tools I have. I was arguing with it and it said it can't do it. It can only use public or professional avenues.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's the limitation with the one I have. It said I should upgrade.
Okay.
It said I ran out of codex capabilities. So you want a treadmill, Tyler?
I only have the $20 a month right now. So
I use the business or the regular one, the first one that came out.
I just had the plus account right now, and I ran out of Codex credits. Like when they made the change, it was probably the half hour I ran out of my credits.
Really?
So, Yeah. So that's why I thought about going the pro. I don't mind buying pro on the Claude and ChatGPT and Perplexity. You know, I mean, those are the key is I don't want to throw money away. I want to make sure I'm utilizing each one. One thing I liked about co-work with ChatGPT, now it actually will send emails if I want them to. Like I accidentally gave it the authority, just automatically send an email out. So I said, hey, send an email out to the VP of engineering here, and this is what I want to say, and it just sent it out.
You can do that on any of them.
And you can do that. I see Claude, I had some issues with Outlook. It worked with Gmail, but it had a little, I probably just need to get that fixed.
Yeah. Like here's mine, the daily 20 that I run.
Yeah.
So here's the target list. I think I showed you this before.
Yeah.
So I will pull the 20 net new logos for me to reach out to every day. The segment, the signal, the angle to target in. And then once that's done, I'll get a list like this.
Yep. That's what I'm doing right now in the digital thread, which is, oh my God, I love it. I'm getting going so deep into this.
Yeah. And then it just goes and puts them in my drafts folder right here. So then I'll just review them and send them off.
That's in Gmail though. Do you ever use Outlook at all, or everything's Gmail with you?
Gmail, you can
Yeah,
add
I had
out.
issues with
Yeah.
Outlook, but I thought the connectors, they had an Outlook one. It just didn't like it.
Dom, can I ask you to show us one of the examples of your Gmails and see what it says?
Yeah. It's so if you look at this here, it's pulling from this angle.
Okay. Yep.
So it's basically rating that. I'll review it real quick, make a quick adjustment, but I'll show you. So take this signal,
Uh-huh.
and here's the angle to target them in. And then I'll go review them real quick and change it up a bit if I need to.
Can you read it?
But I'll usually keep,
Can
yeah,
you-
usually keep,
Because I can't see it too well.
yeah, let me make it bigger too. Oops, what happened there?
There you go. I like that. And you get your email address from where?
This is just my regular one. That's why I only do 20 a day on here.
Uh-huh.
When I'm going scale, I'm going to this. So like I just show, I don't know if you were on in the beginning, but I pulled 100 robotics companies right here that I want to target.
Mm-hmm.
So 100 robotics companies, then the people that I'm going to reach out to, put them into 4 segments. Here's the people I'm going to target. And then I automatically all ran it through right here in the terminal. And then it goes and puts them in instantly for me. And it enriches all of them, puts them in the 4 tiers that I wanted. And then it'll go put them right here.
Have you ever become overwhelmed with like the responses?
Oh yeah, that's why I had to pause it for a while. Like when we have way too many job orders, I stop. I always tell people don't stop doing BD, but like I had to stop for a minute because it's like then you don't fulfill the orders, right? And then you look stupid.
Yeah, I mean it's your credibility, your reputation, etc.
Yeah, so sometimes I'll pause it, but like for a lot of the roles are sales roles,
Yeah.
Or I'll just, if we already have a couple good retainers, then I'll just tell them, hey, right now we're slammed, but we can definitely still help you. We'll do a contingent. That way I can just do it on my own time. If we come across somebody to send it over.
So, I mean, your database probably has, how many years you've been focusing on the sales side of it, right? So you probably have a lot of people in that database, So like when these job orders come up, I know timing's everything for people, right? Somebody that was looking last week just got a job and just started this week, kind of thing. So I know it's a timing thing, but you get a lot of success mining your plethora of like candidates from past and asking referrals. I mean, that's something I'm starting to do a lot as I'm getting into this niche. There's different software companies that are in the PLM space, and I just picked up another job order, brand new company, and it's for a solution architect for a different type of software in the PLM space. And I'm calling everybody, the manufacturer, solution architects at the manufacturing company that make the software. I got like 20 calls to try to get, reach outs, I should say, to those individuals, because I'm asking for referrals, from that standpoint, not necessarily trying to poach them because I can,
So is calling the best thing, or is it
By far.
emailing or texting or whatever?
All the above to get to the touch points, but calling, there's nothing that's going to replace calling.
Agreed.
Yeah.
But a follow-up email to a call or a voicemail has substantially more open rate. Like, people always ask what's a good subject line. I don't do crazy subject lines. Half the time I'm like, per my voicemail. That's it. Then people are like, oh, let me see what that was.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a question.
I've had one that looks really well too, is I just put question down, like on the subject. And believe it or not, it seems like that's the best tagline I can ever get on anybody. But I like that per my voicemail. Yeah, sorry about that. Go ahead.
Question, Dom. So when you're using Instantly and you're using different domains, the person getting the email, let's say it's a vice president of supply or in logistics or what have you, right? Are they getting multiple emails from you with different emails, or does it all view as yours? How does that work?
They'll get so it'll come from one of these, but if they go and search like this, it'll take them back to Loxo's search group.
And it's all coming back to one unified inbox, your Gmail,
Yeah.
or that's coming back to a Instantly
Well,
inbox?
Instantly, one inbox right here.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Dom, that if in a 5-step campaign, for example, they'll get an email from the same email each time.
Yeah.
It won't be like, once they don't rotate it, like once it decides it's going to send it from Lazio Search Group Incorporated, his 5 emails will come from that.
All right. So if they save that as a lead and then they just maybe not respond back to your campaign, but 6 months later say, hey, want to talk to you about a search, and they can email you that, you still get everything connected?
Yep.
Okay.
But you got to keep those emails alive. So what most people do, like let's use my company, for example, PR Search, PRSearchInc.com, right? So I'll buy PRSearchLLC.com. I'll buy PRSearchIncPartners.com. I'll buy PRSearchIncSearch.com, like 5 or 6 domains, and then I'll drop 2 emails to each one, and I'll put them all into Instantly, and Instantly will rotate them, never sending more than like 25 from each email a day.
Yeah. So like I have the capacity to send 500 emails a day if I wanted to.
500,000, you said?
No. 500,000. I don't even know.
Build your own server room, brother.
And I will respond to you personally.
Yeah.
Please tell me.
Hey, so everybody, this is kind of interesting because I've had people reach out to the website that I built like a month ago when I revamped my whole website, maybe a month and a half now. And I'm not big. I probably didn't really hit the SEO side of things, but I've hit I guess they call it GEO now. If you ever heard of that, a generative engine operation or optimization. Yeah. I've never heard of the acronym before, but the big thing about that is people found virtual recruiting because of digital thread that I had on my website and how it was created with AI. So I've had 2 companies and I got 1 job order off of it, just searching for digital thread agencies.
Another thing too right now, Tim, is called AEO.
Yeah.
Answer Engine Optimization.
Okay.
So like, you know how people are asking questions in ChatGPT?
Yeah.
That's how you want to start creating,
Okay.
like, ask Claude to review your website.
Yeah.
Say, am I LLM, GEO, SEO, AEO optimized?
Okay. Perfect. You get any traction off your talent bench at all, Dom, yet?
Yeah.
Do you use that with your outreach?
Yep. Absolutely.
Okay.
I got a freaking rock star right now. The guy makes 550,000 all in. He's $1 million plus a year.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's a 200K month probably, or 250K month for you, just on one.
Yeah, if you structure the deal right. I mean, I probably only get paid on his base, but
Yeah.
I don't even know if I'm gonna pay 550 right now.
That'd be at least 25 to 30% though, right? Because of the
Oh yeah.
awesomeness he brings.
Yeah, 25% minimum for that type of guy.
Yeah.
Sorry, I jumped on late. I was taking an opening. I apologize. I probably missed half of the meeting.
Oh, you're good.
Never apologize for joining the Dom show.
Yeah, go and go.
You're not recording this by any chance, are you, Dom?
Yeah,
Will you send it to people like me that came on late by accident?
yeah. I always put them on YouTube too. Here and then those. Let's see. Oops. You can always find everything on here. I created my own website too for this. It'll all be on there, and there's a bunch of resources on there that you can look through. These are podcasts I listen to, newsletters I get. Yeah, everything's right there.
So where would
Okay, that's the one that says building the agentic whatever.
Yeah, if you go to the YouTube, like we'll usually we don't edit them or anything. It's just these calls right here, like this, me and you talking. It's going to be on there. We just don't edit it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Sometimes I forget to put them on there, but I'll be doing a better job at that now. There's the YouTube channel thing. But yeah, what do you got going on, Bob?
Oh, God. I mean, I've been recruiting for decades. I've been a hero. I've been a zero. My best personal year was $1 million in production. At my peak, I had an office of about 13 people, 3,000 square feet. .com occurred. I was high tech, and I had to let tenured people go one at a time till I was the only person standing in a 3,000 square foot, beautifully furnished office. And unless you've lived that, you don't know what that's like. So I rebuilt, but I'm having challenges. I started in the business. I had thick, dark hair, as you could see, and I'm doing it a while. So it's not my first rodeo, but keeping up with the technology is an issue for a baby boomer. I mean, I'm better than probably a lot, but my issue is I was part of an AI group trying to learn products, Claude, blah, blah, whatever. And they gave me, I was called Hypertide. And I got 2 domains and 100 email boxes, 50 on each. Long story short, everything was landing in spam. I wasted a lot of time. I was furious. I just went with a new company I'm trying called Premium Inboxes. I've got 4 Google domains and only 3 emails per domain, so 12, which is okay. Once I ramp up, I'm like right now I'm in the warm up, etc. But I'm finding a lot of challenges, Dom. Nobody's picking up their phone anymore. I see this new thing about people screening their calls, may I ask who's calling and what it's regards to? And when I get that, half the time I get disconnected. It just drops my call. And the other half, I do get voicemail, so I can leave a compelling message. But the number of presentations has gone down. I think I saw you, was it on Ben Mina's thing? Is that how we first got introduced?
Yes.
Yeah, so Ben is great, by the way. So
Yeah,
I'm at a point right now where I'm reinventing myself, where I'm not only doing my normal recruiting, but I'm also trying to incorporate an AI offering where I can go into companies and be like somebody from like Price Waterhouse, like a consultant, say, look, you got multiple openings. Let me put together a whole system for you. Here's the fee to install it. Here's the monthly engagement fee, which I'd love because as recruiters, we typically don't have recurring revenue.
right.
And that would be nice. And then the third thing is to also offer fractional recruiting. You know, if they want to bring on talent acquisition, but don't want to pay the full cost. So it's my normal recruiting, which I'm not going to poo-poo. It's the AI offering if they've got a lot of openings, and it's the fractional talent acquisition. So, but I would love to talk to you more, see what you're doing. I was really looking forward to doing this call, and the guy started yakking away, and I couldn't hang up on him. You know.
Wait, you didn't just talk to me, did you, Bob?
What's that?
You didn't talk to me, did you?
No.
I mean, yakking.
No.
But Bob, like another thing too that I've been doing that works really well is I'll go back through my old placements and just reach out to them, because a lot of the guys that I placed 10, 15 years ago are now in leadership roles.
No question, Dom. I've done that, but there's been a lot of acquisition. I'm doing this so long, to be honest, that people have retired, you know, and and then I had an issue last week. I don't know if anybody on this call had it. Claude banned my account.
Really?
Now, I'm going to tell you something. I wasn't selling secrets to the Russians. All I was doing was maybe saying, hey, here's an opening. Design a candidate that fits 85 to 90% of this job spec.
They banned you?
They banned me. And just yesterday, being the good recruiter I am, I went into LinkedIn. I found out who the VP of customer success is at Anthropic. And I sent her a very strong email saying, not only do I'm guilty until I'm proven innocent here. What did I do? Nobody told me.
Yeah.
It became a key piece of my business, Claude code. Now I can't use it. You have no customer support. You have me fill an appeal form. That was a month ago and nobody ever got back to me. So if you're heading up customer success, you need to really look at that, and I'll see if I hear from them. So, it's been a lot of challenges between the email debacle and having Claude do this. It's
But but I don't understand why they shut you down, because I feel like there's people asking stupid stuff like how to make my own firecrackers and how to make my own, whatever. You can ask anything. It's AI, right?
Tim, your guess is as good as mine.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got in one day and it said your account has been suspended. Now I was using also the $100 a month plan, because I was using it a lot.
Yeah.
Don't.
Were you using
So-
any third-party scripts or anything?
Third party what?
It's like third-party scripts. Were you strictly just like talking or typing into it and saying, find a candidate for this, were you using any third-party tools?
Well, yeah, I'm using Apollo. I'm using Prospeo.
No. With inside of Claude.
Yeah.
No.
Like that's one of the things. If you're using like a third-party tool, if you're doing like all these heavy scripts, but it doesn't sound like you were doing that.
No, I mean, the thing that I loved with code, I would put in Dominic's name, his title, his company, and the way I did the prompting, it would spit me back info on the company, Dom's hot buttons. Is he a baby boomer? How does he communicate? Does he prefer phone? I said to my wife, if Claude was a woman, I'd marry her. That's how unbelievable it's been for me. But I need help because things are not connected.
Funny you say that, because there's actually been numerous studies where people actually consider their AI as their therapist, girlfriend, whatever. So,
well, I've been saying to it, Dom, I said to it recently, I said, you're giving me a lot of verbiage here and I'm very busy. I don't have the time to read this. Please net out the most salient points for me.
Yeah.
I'm arguing with it.
That's awesome.
Hey Bob, did you back
all
up any of
day.
your code? Did you back up any of your code to GitHub, all of your systems you built in Claude?
Let me ask you.
Can you not just go set up another Claude account and a new email and then
I was
install it?
told not to do that. I was told not to do that. I mean, if I can't get it done, you'll get an answer within a week or so. I'm going to have to figure out another way to do this. But won't they have my laptop's IP address?
See if there's a phone call. Now you're going to call and it's going to be a robot or an AI, because that's what I did with Anthropic. I called them, or I called I called up ChatGPT, and they gave me more of a robot, because I was thinking about license and changing, but it was dang good. So I would try to see if
It
there's
won't
enough.
matter about your IP address either, Bob. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Losi. It'll because just use a different email. I mean, who's to say that IP address isn't for 7 other, it's an office building, or there's other people in your family or whatever. The IP address ban is very, very, very rare. It's usually
it was amazing. I mean, it allowed me to heat map companies. It allowed me to find intents, which I never knew, guys. What do you mean intents or triggers? Oh, you mean did they get funding? Did they get a new VP? I got you. Yeah, find me that, so that I could then customize my scripting to them based on their specific pain. So I'm evolving as a recruiter, just being challenged though. What happened to just being good at pre-closing a candidate or not taking a counteroffer? That's the least of the job now. Now it's all about, do you know technology?
Yeah.
Sorry for spewing. I was late. I had to catch up.
I still fight a little bit on that. AI is definitely in it, but if you got yourself a solid ATS or CRM and you're hitting the phones, like Dom was saying, you're going to get some penetration.
Well,
those
Tim,
individuals that are retired, I love the fact that you mentioned that, because I call retired people up. I'm weird, because guess what? A lot of them, they're retired, but they just don't give up. They know people in the industry still. And I say, hey, do you have 5 people I can call tomorrow in the digital thread space? I had a conversation. He's like, oh yeah, here's a couple of them. I still talk to them. Really weird crap. But a lot of people that retire, they're still engaged, man. They've been doing it for 20 years.
Well, I got to tell you, being raised dialing the phone, I'm still making 35 to 50 attempts a day.
That's awesome.
I am.
Yeah.
I don't mind picking up the phone.
Yep. But you're right.
Sometimes I use different techniques. Sometimes I'll use a recruit and flip.
Yeah.
Hey, Dom became aware of a VP of sales position, but sometimes I'll bring an MPC to market.
Yeah.
And, whatever. I'm trying things, but I'm not getting the traction I need.
Yeah.
What happens? You need to dial, you need to have conversations. And then within that, you will get openings, some of which is such shit I won't work them.
Yeah.
Because to me, it's either an exclusive, a tight exclusive, or an exclusive with some kind of a deposit.
Yeah.
But if it's a discounted, non-exclusive contingency, I'll walk away from it, even though business isn't great. My time's too valuable. I won't mess around with that.
Yeah. Well, that just shows your level of experience too, because there's too many people that would falter.
Correct.
You know your value, you know your worth.
I've been there. I've worked hard, brought good people, and Friday at 4:30, hey, Bob, thanks for your effort. We just filled it elsewhere. And I have nothing to show for that. So when you've done it years, but Dom, I'd love to pick up a conversation, and I'm glad I'm got on. I was so excited to be able to get in, because I got to do some things because I'm good. Look, there's better than me, of course, but there's a hell of a lot worse. I used to be with a company, MRI. Anybody know Management Recruiters International?
Oh yeah.
I'm part of them.
Are you?
Yeah.
I was there till 2011, 98
Well, I was there
2011.
I was there for 11 years, and I was a
Which
top
office?
tenor. It was called Sales Consultants of Suffolk County, but I knew the original guys. I mean, I knew Alan Schoenberg and Alan Salikoff, and I was a top tenor, a couple of times. And if you're in the network, there used to be some guys I brought in and trained that are now big shots. You ever hear of the Millards, Craig or Paul?
The Millard brothers, know them well. And the Rice Cohen guys that were there.
Rice Cohen, I'm personal friends with Gene and Jeff. And it was actually Gene who gave me the verbiage on how to elevate to doing retained exclusives.
They were, yeah, that was when they moved away from MRI and became
Correct.
Rice Cohen.
And Paul,
they were all retained.
Craig, I hired in 1990, and he was with me for 6 years. I brought in his kid brother, Paul. They were brothers. They were entrepreneurial, and now they have, I don't know, 20, 30 people, do millions a year, but they're great guys.
I was at Dave Peterson's office in Vero Beach. That's where I started.
Small world. Sorry, Dom.
Yes, it is.
Oh, yeah, this is what this is for, all back and forth. But
Bob,
I-
you should actually talk to Thommy Alassio about his RecruiterClaw, because if you don't have access to AI, his tool can give you recruiting services without needing the AI contract until you get yours figured out.
Wait, say that again?
Tom, you want to show?
Yeah.
Hey,
Thommy Alassio's got a recruiting AI service that he's built, and if you're having issues with yours, this might be a resource for you in the meantime till you get yours figured out.
Hey,
Well-
Dom, real quick on Claude, do you use the business? Do you buy that for your people too as well? Like the $100?
Yeah, we're maxed out on every single one.
That's what I'm
You have
double
to. You don't have enough
Yeah,
tokens when you do the $20 version.
So like, for example, basically everything you can do and more that's in Claude is built into this. So for example, like here's Brandon McGill, send Brandon an email, attach these 2 documents to him, boom, confirm send, right? We have it set up so it doesn't automatically send Mr. Losi, because you don't want shit going to a vice president the wrong way. You can also have it create calendar invites. It can do all that stuff. Every morning when you wake up, there's a morning brief. It drops in your desk. It shows you, your calendar for the day, your urgent emails, your business development priorities, your project awards. I work data center construction, and Nucor Steel's a big client, so I get company watch on them, what their sales are doing. My pipeline alerts, like that's first thing in the morning. I get meeting intels. So when a meeting's about to happen, I can say, let me find one.
I'm writing your name on my other computer to connect with you on LinkedIn so I could talk to you about this.
No problem. So like this guy's like intel, on this guy, gives me his background, what he's doing, and the cool thing about this is it's your second brain. So it has access to all your emails, all your calendar invites, your calendar, things that are going on your calendar, your granola note or your note taker, everything. So I actually had it go back. I had a client, let's see if I can find it. Robert Hudson. So this is it right here. So I said, hey, this guy, I made a placement with them for like 6-7 months ago, and he set up, hey, I have a meeting. I want to talk to you about another search, right? So I said, hey, give me a deep dive on them. And here's what it did. Robert Hudson, VP of Engineering at Python Fasteners. They're out of New Zealand. All his info. This is the first search we worked on. It kicked off the 15th. Target profile. This is the candidate that got hired. These are the guys that didn't get hired and why, right? Fast pay discount. They paid me immediately. Then you got search number 2, the sales hire. He's investigating whether to put somebody in to support Mason or to put a business development guy national or put an engineer in Toronto. So it gave me all this going back 7 months, even though we just implemented this in the last 2.5 months. So the way that we built the brain, it just keeps sucking in everything about your email, everything about your applicant tracking system. If you use Loxo, Jarvie, Recruit with Atlas, and a couple other ones who have open APIs, it can suck in all that information. You can go and ask it to give me a candidate brief on a candidate, right? So I said today, give me a brief on Blue Scope Buildings North America, right? And it talks all about that, but it also says, hey, there's some guys that are a good fit for the searches you're working on because it's got access to my pipeline, right? It also has, I'm testing this as the client watcher. So I haven't actually watching a job board for one of my clients. And anytime that something, an engineer pops up, it drops. But this was the really cool thing. I had it watching the leadership page of one of their divisions. And Chris, who I know really well, got promoted as a new VP and general manager of that division. And Clay got moved to another division. if you go to Chris, I mean, he may have changed it by now, but for the 3 weeks after this happened, he still said on his LinkedIn that he was at the new core tubular group. So this is real-time information where you're going to find like someone gets promoted.
Is this
Plus, you have
prioritized? Is this what's the word I'm looking for? Proprietary, or are you willing to share this with people?
No,
like
we
me?
sell this now. We sell this now. It's a whole system. And then we have.
Let me ask you something. What about
go
an ATS? I use PCRecruiter, but they don't even have an MCP yet.
Do they have an API?
I don't know. I'll find out. But I was looking at Recruiter Flow.
No, don't go with Recruiter Flow.
Stardex or Spot.
Stardex is good. Stardex is good. Spot's good. I Spot just dropped something though, and I have to go back and look.
The other was Recruiter Flow.
Don't go with Recruiter Flow. Stardex, Spot, Jarvie are the three new ones that are good, and Stardex seems to be of those three much better. Let's see, PC Recruiter.
Bob, I used
API.
PCR for a long time. I have Loxo, and I'm using Recruiter Flow for some AI stuff. Recruiter Flow is very clunky. It's not intuitive to use compared to like
it's very
Loxo.
disruptive to change your ATS. I mean, you know.
Yeah. I do not recommend Recruiter Flow.
Thank you.
What else? So we have LinkedIn content. This builds LinkedIn content for you, right? So it drops 6 professional and 3 personal, and then it builds the brain for you, right? So I can say, ask me questions, and pick them where we left off. I've done 20. I think Jordan's up to like 140, right? So what did building your business cost you that people don't see from the outside? Right. And then it says, what did it cost you financially? I said, done. So it says, now save your content. I can say, come back and ask me more questions. The more questions you ask, the better the content gets written by you. The content gets written in.
Who put this together, Thommy?
Me and another guy.
Let me ask you something. What if I don't have any idea what the cost is, but is it an all-in-one thing where I might be able to mentally offset the cost of your offering by getting rid of other tools, or no?
Yeah, like you get 2,000 lookups a month for contact finders, right? So, for example, let me see if I can find one.
I just sent you my connection on LinkedIn, so if you wouldn't mind, thank you. These things are fabulous.
Yeah.
These calls.
Yeah, so I'm trying to find one that we did recently. I've been messing around with stuff because I do a lot of testing. Like here's nurses, NICU nurses in Baltimore, right? So you just say, hey, I need a NICU nurse in Baltimore, individual contributor, no nursing managers or anything like that. And then it finds them for you. Here's the company, the location, their LinkedIn URL, their work email, their personal email, their personal phones. We have a pretty strong.
Well, I could get rid of Prospeo and Apollo.
Yeah, we're way stronger than Apollo on for contact finders. So that again, we can give you a demo. What I tell people that the most important thing about that why it works great for my desk is it's attached to my ATS and it never forgets anything. I have ADHD, so I can ask it fucking anything and it just brings it up, right? I don't have to go searching for this candidate or what I did with this guy or where it went there. Like that's the big thing for me.
Come on, buddy, let's go.
It for that too. So there's a lot you can do with it. A lot.
Buddy.
It will also do like candidate sourcing and MPC marketing too.
Yeah, it's got an MPC engine, right? So you can drop a resume in. Let me see if I can find one.
So is it a total
you talk to
it you're offering? Is that what it is, or is it what is it a monthly thing, an annual thing?
It's $600 a month. It's $600 a month, and includes all of this. Let's see. Here's an MPC cam for Michael, right? So basically, what you do is you drop the resume in, and it builds out a campaign, and then the campaign looks like this, right? And what it does is, can we get this see it full? Right, so it gives you what the open role is. Oh, this is a bad. Why is it?
Because if you don't get Thommy, things like if you don't get Clay, and you don't have to have Prospeo, and you don't have to have Apollo, and you could then it could get close to the cost. I don't want to add to my number. I'm just spending probably about $700, $800, $900 a month on tools.
Yeah, I look. I know exactly
you feel
what
my
you mean.
pain.
Yeah, so here's like an MPC, why it's a fit, right? So it's live posting, week old for the exact title, Torres holds, right? And then it writes a subject with a features and benefits pitch, the body with a features and benefits pitch, a second subject with the features and benefits, and then a third final, closing the loop on your data center PM and blah, 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 blah.
I mean,
right?
is it easy to learn or is it challenging like clay?
No, it's nowhere near as hard as clay. It's really easy to learn. Here, like so. Let me drop this in the chat.
Bob, I'll show you how to make clay so easy to use.
What's that? Who's talking? I can't see you.
I'll
That's
show you how to make clay so easy to use that you will be mind blown.
Well, reach out to me, bob@brandonbecker.com. I'd appreciate it.
There's the RecruiterClaw website, and then this is our chief of staff.
RecruiterClaw.ai. Hang on.
Mhm. So here's our YouTube channel, but here's our new. This has, if you go to the YouTube channel, the MPC engine's there, the RecruiterClaw overview, our Loxo MCP, and RecruiterClaw integration that's really good. The new chief of staff. So here, let me grab this. And then we're adding more videos. I have videos of every feature. I just need to do the voiceovers. I'm no fucking voice artist, so and whatnot. So, but yeah, you'll get a good understanding. Like this does a really good job of showing you how it'll integrate with any, and we could set it up to work with almost any ATS. Even probably PCRecruiter. I just looked. It says PCRecruiter has
An API.
whatchamacallits. An API. Yeah, I just need to look at it.
Surprised PCRecruiter is still around. I used to use that when I was in agency like 3 years ago, and the owners of that firm, they had some major falling out and like split apart. And I think I heard you guys saying this earlier, but I started with some guys that were top performers or big billers at an old MRI spinoff.
I used to use MRIware.
Oh God! Now you're really showing your
Hey
age.
man, I was at the vanguard of using technology, huh?
Remember the what was the video conferencing we had that was like $400 an hour?
Hold on a second. I bought it too because Alan Schoenberg was touting it. Oh, ConferView?
Yep, that's it. ConferView.
It's good when you don't do drugs.
Shit, sorry about that one. So here's the API docs for PCRecruiter. So yeah, we could absolutely wire up PCRecruiter into
because I'm recording calls through Ring Central, and then I have to remember to import it into Dom or Tommy's.
Yeah, see, the way we have it set up, every time you have a conversation, RecruiterClaw watches it, it sees the transcript, it summarizes the transcript and puts it into the candidate or the client's candidate card. So all the info is there. Plus, it saves the entire conversation to your second brain. So you can go back and say, hey, what did Dom say they were willing to pay on a fee, that conversation we had 3 months ago?
Well, I'm glad to be speaking to both of you, Dom and Tommy, and everybody else. I'm not poo-pooing anybody, but I'm just saying I'd love to borrow your expertise because, you know what?
Yeah, even if you don't buy, I'm very big in giving back and helping out. So
thank you. Well, if I could replace things and offset the cost, then I'm okay with it. But can you get rid of all of those tools like instantly? Like, how do you do your outreach?
Well, I mean, you probably still need your instantly, right? We don't have an outreach system set up in there yet, right? But, you know, you probably wouldn't need a lot of your, what's the word I'm looking for? Apollo and those type of things. I tell people, look, this is not a replacement for anything. This is expensive, right? It's not expensive. It's the value's there. But this is what I tell a lot of people who want to do demos. I say, look, if you're not billing $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, you don't need this, right? You figure out how to fucking do our job first, then bring this person on, because what RecruiterClaw does, it's your chief of staff, right? There's so much I could show, but like I built an entire rebuttal system, right? All the rebuttals that I have over the last 30 years, send me a resume. We're not looking.
Me too. And I have it as an icon on my desktop. Yeah.
So I have it built in. You can just ask RecruiterClaw the entire thing. And I'm building the second one that is going to be built. Dom and I talked about it a little bit. I built it on TypingMind, but I'm working with Fable to have him build it so I can have it hosted on a website that will either have connected to RecruiterClaw or just people who buy RecruiterClaw get access to it. And it's 30, 40, 50 years of just all the MRI training, all the next level exchange
I
training.
just
There's
threw out
so
my
much training in
videos.
there.
Can you believe it?
Yeah, all, like
How
all
about
the
what?
old
How about the little
videos.
puppet that used to go like this to take money out of your pocket with the counter offer?
I like my favorite was Your Desk is a Manufacturing Plant by
Oh, what? By Bob Marshall.
by Bob Marshall. One of my favorite videos. One of my hands down my favorite videos.
Yeah. Well, I got to
I'm
tell
in
you,
two of those
Tommy, I
videos.
was
I
on
gave two.
stage.
There's two of me in those videos too.
Did
I
you
did two of
know
them.
GW?
Who?
Gary Williams?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well,
Gary
there was
Williams.
a time,
Yeah.
listen, there was a time, and I promise
Hype
I'll
man.
shut up. There was a time when Alan Schoenberg sent out a memo, say, listen, for our meeting in Maui, I'd like to put together a homegrown group. So if anybody sings or plays an instrument, volunteer yourself. Long story short, I volunteered
This
myself.
was 98, right?
96. Well, did you ever see the MRI tones perform?
I'm trying to remember. I was at the. I went to Maui.
I was the lead singer.
I guess that's which Maui? Maui 98, I think, is when
Grand
I went.
Wailea.
Yeah, Grand Wailea. Oh my God, one of
Anyhow,
my favorite
we did
resort.
so
Yeah.
good in front of thousands of people that Alan Schoenberg came up to us afterwards and he said, listen, guys, you did so great that next year for our national, I'm going to rent the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and I want you guys to play there for our meeting. He did, and I sang. Who can say that they sang in the Rock and Roll
That's
Hall of Fame?
awesome, bro. That's awesome.
Oh.
That's awesome.
I'm sorry for bullshit.
Are those guys still around?
MRI?
It was Schoenberg's dead.
All right.
Schoenberg's dead. Yeah, a lot of people are dead. He was
His,
the
what's his
greatest guy.
name? Who was the guy? You said his name. He took over as president.
Alan
used to work-
Salikoff.
Salikoff. He worked at Philly, right?
MRI Cherry Hill.
Cherry Hill, yeah, because what's his name took it over? That
Dave
bald guy.
Campius.
No, the other one.
Burt Miller.
He was bald.
Recently?
Who?
Burt
Who?
Miller out of Protus.
No.
Burt Miller, I think, died.
He changed it. Oh God, what was that guy's name? He worked. Oh, I can't remember because I knew there was a Pat. Yeah, Patrick. But who they? Because there was that one guy who bought all the company stores when they decided to get rid of all the franchises.
David Campius.
Campius made out like a fucking bandit on that deal.
So did Burt Miller. Burt Miller bought it in 2018 for like $2 or $3 million, and then in 22 he sold it to HireQuest for $15 million.
Well, he's dead.
Wow.
Did he just die?
Not just a couple of years ago. I used to love, I mean, when did you know a guy in Boston? I'm forgetting his name. He owns all the offices up in Boston. Jack Mohan.
Is that who that pharmaceutical chick who did $1.5 million or whatever back in the day worked for? Yeah,
I think
yeah,
so.
I know
But
you're
he
talking
said
about.
to me when I left MRI, he says, Bob, you already got the best of MRI in your head and in your heart. Because after the .com crash, I wasn't getting support from them and I was paying a royalty. And I said, I don't want to be part of the franchise anymore. And I left. You know?
When did you leave?
Early 2000s. Actually, you know who I'm with now? I joined a network. I'm with Jeff Kay from the Kay Bassman Group.
Oh yeah. Sanford Rose or the other
Correct. I'm part of them.
Sanford Rose or the newer one?
Sanford Rose.
Yeah,
Not
Sanford
the
Rose is
one
a
with
decent
John
deal.
Bartos.
Bartos is, man, that's fucking expensive, and it's for all new recruiters. I hope they're helping these recruiters because that's a ton of fucking money. But Sanford Rose deal's not bad if you want to be part of a network. I think Julie Smith, who's a good friend of mine, who's no longer a recruiter, she was part of Sanford Rose for a while, and she's like, yeah, it was worth it because they helped her build her website,
I said,
they did the marketing.
If I'm going to pay a royalty and you could take me from here to here, I don't mind.
Yeah, she did. She went up pretty, probably, she said they probably added $500,000 to her desk by the way they helped her scale up, and they did marketing for her. They redid her website, right? And all that. So,
Tommy, it's nice sharing all these stories and knowing the same people. I feel like I'm making new friends.
How much do they charge?
Sanford Rose, was it $7,500?
Yeah, it was cheap.
$7,500 and a couple percent of your.
I think it was the same as MRI, 5.5 or 7, something like that. But
I
like
thought it
I
was
said,
like,
I
it's
didn't
three
need
and a
to
half
pay it
now,
to
isn't it?
keep me.
Isn't it 3.5 now?
I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah, but it's nowhere.
And I like all the next
MRI
level exchange training.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
hey, let me tell you something. Who do you think was helping me work through this email problem? Sanford Rose's tech support
Yeah.
guys, which were great. You know,
The video vault, you get access to the old, because they bought the entire MRI video vault. So you get the Steve
they
Spencer
once
videos.
came when I was a big shot with MRI and I was in a top 10er. They once came to record my office for one of the videos. And all I remember is I was in my conference room with the Millards and some other guys, and they were recording us from outside of the room, looking in the glass. And we were talking about sex and things, and we were laughing, and they didn't know it because they didn't hear us.
Hey, do you have access? Because there is a video of I would love to see the video of our old office because they came and did ours too.
Well, you know what? One day when we're talking offline, we'll do a screen share, and
I'd
maybe
love
you
to
can
see
help
it.
direct me,
Yeah.
and I'll help you find it.
Yeah.
You
Management
scratch my
recruiters
back,
of Vero
Thommy, I'll
Beach.
scratch
Yep.
yours.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, like I so cool. Like, what's his name? Is Tyler still on here?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tyler brought up a fucking sheet back to 2001, making me feel like a dick because I did 600 plus in 2001, and he's like, "You did that?" And I'm like, "Yeah," and I do like 450 now. And my
Well, I
wife's
got to
like, "Why
tell
aren't
you
you doing
something.
6?"
I got to tell you something. I was on stage in either Maui or the El Conquistador. I can't remember, but I was getting a top 10 billing manager award, and I'm on stage saying, I know the shit is about to hit the fan. And as soon as I got back, within 24 hours, the spigot got turned off.
99.
So I went from almost a $2 million
2003, right?
office doing $1 million in personal production. I didn't just go like that. I went like this.
Yeah,
I
went from I did
my office. I had to
690
sell
to
a trophy.
425. Yeah, or 666. I did 600 and some the next year, I think. Then I got down to 400. I did like 250 one year.
I did 100 that year. I went from almost $1 million to 100,000. I mean, I died. I had to sell a custom 5,000 square foot house I built. I mean, I took a Mercedes off a showroom floor, and when I'd go to Yankee Stadium, you know, they all yelling, "Yo, man, can we park your car?" I'll say, "I'll give you $1,000 to take it."
Feel it.
Because the lease back then was $1,200 a month, you know, for an S430, you know. But anyhow,
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
S430, yeah.
you know. But this is great. If I'm going to follow up with all you guys, that's why I'm glad.
I say, go, Bob, having war stories because we know all the same people. If you left in like 2005, 6 around there, I left 2011. I probably should have left about 4 years earlier, but 2003 is when it turned off for us because we were in construction.
Well, mine was 2001. You know, because that was the .com. Everybody's complaining, "Oh, my portfolio." I said, that's my core business, not just my portfolio.
Yeah.
You know. Anyhow, and I'm still friends with Gene and Jeff. Those were great guys.
Are they still recruiting? I heard they sold their firm.
I think that they're like, I mean, Gene has got like 7 or 8 grandchildren already. So I don't know what he's doing. He lives in what is it, Newtown or New Hope, Pennsylvania. But anyhow, sorry for coming in and blabbing away. I'll shut up. I'm going to put my thing on mute.
Oh, you're good. This is what this is for, Bob. We just share. I don't know why you got kicked off Claude. I'm still trying to figure that out.
Yeah, me too. That doesn't make sense.
What's that?
Why you got kicked off Claude?
Oh, God, guys. I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, I know I didn't do anything. And they don't even have you have a recourse. There's no Anthropic doesn't have any recourse. They don't have customer support. Nothing. Just your account's frozen.
They notified you and said it's frozen. That's how you found out.
Yeah. When I go on to it now, as I'm going on to Claude right now, it says, "Good afternoon, Bob." And then when I type in anything, it says, "This organization has been disabled."
Brutal. Bob, this is what I tell you from Claude. So I have this running every day, 20 net new logo accounts for me, going back to what you were talking about, the signals intent. So it brings the companies, tells me which ones are hot. Here's the signal. Here's the key contact.
Is that from Claude Code?
Yeah, that's the way I wired it in. Here's the angle at the same time. And then it goes and puts it in my drafts folder in my inbox. automatically, and then I'll have it from there.
I mean, are you guys patient in teaching old timers, how to get with the program with this stuff?
Oh yeah.
Please, because
Goes my
it's
inbox
killing me.
there. And then from there, I got this set up where I took 100 robotics companies today, put them into 4 different segments, automatically uploaded into instantly for me. Put the leads in there after the sequence.
Let me get some of that, Dom. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
I mean, here's the sequence, here's the leads. This literally took me 5
By the way,
minutes.
and instantly I see you're using, my status said connected or something, which made me believe everything was being delivered. But it wasn't. It was, what's it? There's a difference between deliverability and deliverability into the inbox.
Yeah. So if you're not verifying the emails, double checking them.
I am. I use Never Bounce to check them. Do you use something else that you'd recommend other than Never Bounce?
Never Bounce, Orbi Search. I mean, here's the video you can watch that I just watched today. It's crazy. Where'd it go?
Dom, where are you geographically?
Michigan. You? I'm guessing New York.
What a guess. You're good. I'm actually, when we became empty nesters, I'm in the Hamptons now, near West Hampton.
Oh.
But after
Not bad. So you
COVID,
must-
everybody in Manhattan that had money, that was working from home, needed a bigger place. What did they do? They moved out east here. So now what used to be quiet after Labor Day is now busy all year.
Not bad.
Oh, I can't wait to start digging into all of this stuff. So what would be a follow-up to this call, guys? Like how do we communicate? What's the best thing, a way forward? Because there's an encyclopedia of information I'm seeing here. How do I?
Tom's girl, and this is every Thursday.
What's that?
This call we do every Thursday, and then Tom has one tomorrow.
So can you send me links so I could sign up for it?
Yep.
Tom, I think you're muted.
I said, I'm sending you the website link. So I'll have the links to both shows. We have a show, the Recruiter Roundtable is 12:30 on Fridays, and Ask a Headhunter Live on Tuesdays at 5 p.m.
So where are you putting it? I don't see it in the
In the chat. Hold on.
That's the New Yorker in me. By the way, here's a joke. How many New Yorkers does it take to screw in a light bulb?
I don't know,
What do you
fucking
wanna
do
know
it
for?
yourself. It's so funny too, because like whenever I call somebody from New York, they call me Thommy every time. It's just so funny. And then I call the South, people call me Thomas or Tom, but Thommy. And I call somebody from New York, and I say, hey, this is Tom. Hey, Thommy, how you doing?
Bob,
How
that
you-
link
well,
that
how
I put
you
in
doing?
there, same link every Thursday at 12 o'clock. You could just lock it in Thursday 12.
Which one is it now? I see Tommy's at the bottom. Where are
Right,
you at,
This
Tom?
one is Dominic's. Dominic's is always on this one. Always.
The roundtable, the Recruiter Roundtable?
That's mine. Recruiter Roundtable is mine. The one you're on now, if you go to the top and look at your Google Meet, that URL that you're on for this call, the URL is OZN-EKIV-WQJ. Domenic uses this every
I'm
Thursday at
copying it.
12:30.
Okay, hold on. Thursday, 12:30. Thank you, guys.
And mine, there's 2 in there, and they're also in perpetuity. Is that the right term? And there's Ernie. Ernie's a co-host as well on the Friday show. Ernie's been around longer than you and I put together.
Oh, Ernie. We're still trucking though, right?
Still trekking, man. Still there. You know. So
What
it's
we
all
say,
about-
we bought ourselves jobs.
What else am I gonna do? You know, you go to
Hey,
jail.
what's up, Tommy?
Anybody else building anything cool right now?
Let me ask you a question though before I've been going off and on. But we heard the gentleman there get banned from Claude. Has anyone ever gotten banned? I mean, you hear it from LinkedIn all the time, but I've never heard of anybody ever getting banned.
Oh yeah, I follow a bunch of Reddit threads with Claude. A bunch of people have been banned.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And for no reasons they can't explain. Some people have oh, I was doing this. But other people are like, I have no fucking idea. I woke up in the morning, my account's banned. I don't know why.
So let me ask another quick question. Well, never before has it happened to me, but as I was using Claude, it says Claude is taking over your computer. What's
That's a
that
tool
all?
that you have turned on. And if you go to Claude and go to, oh god damn it, Claude. If you go to Claude and go to the settings part, there's a place in there where it says, well, can Claude take over your computer? You can click yes or whatever, and they'll do that.
Is that good or bad?
It depends on what you're asking it to do. I have it right now going out and searching some stuff for data centers, and it's going out to the web, but it's not taking a hold of my computer. Do you remember when we did the Comet browser demos before, and I was showing people how you could tell the Comet browser to take control of your computer and post on LinkedIn or send an email? That's basically what it is, right? So this was something that was at the very first inclination or iteration. What's the word I'm looking for? The very first beta test, whatever. ChatGPT had it, but you had to pay for the higher level. And remember, Ben Mena had it, and he had to go into his ATS and search while he was out walking his dog or whatever, right? Well, now it's way past that. So it could take control. You could tell it to take control of my computer, go through Loxo and find me X, Y, and Z if you don't want to use the MCP, right? Or something that doesn't have a way for it to access it that way. You could have it access the computer. I would never tell it to work on LinkedIn unless you said, hey, what I want you to do is go on LinkedIn and I want you to search or send a connection request to these 20 people, but you have to do it at human speed, right? So do it every 4 minutes or something like that. It'll do that for you too. I just wouldn't recommend it.
Okay. Now, as you mentioned, that reminded me of another thing. Listening to a podcast yesterday, the guy says, well, you can download all of your connections in LinkedIn and put it into your database and then use that as a resource.
You can Jobin grabs all your connections, right? Your first degrees.
Right. But I mean, we have to kind of work through it. But to have Claude go in and pull down all your LinkedIn connections and put them into your Loxo.
Okay, well, Ernie, back up for a second. So if you go into Jobin, right, and go to the integration section,
Right.
They have a Claude MCP, and then you can tell Claude to go into Jobin and do stuff with your first degree connections. I don't think you need to do that.
Yeah, no, I don't think so either. But it was just something this guy was bringing up, not using Jobin. He was just saying.
I got in trouble yesterday with LinkedIn, so I'm not fucking around with LinkedIn anymore.
And then somebody said, given all of the tools that are out there, you don't need LinkedIn anymore. Somebody said that, and I'm thinking, even when I
had not a recruiter then.
Yeah, but even when I didn't have I stopped Sales Navigator for a month. I went freaking nuts because I felt like I still needed it. It's like a drug, And
it is a necessary evil.
Yeah,
I use Sales Navigator. I don't never use LinkedIn Recruiter.
Oh yeah, no, I
Which is
used
a waste of money.
Sales Navigator, but I felt like I was missing something.
And Clay do I can't Claude do all these things like Sales Navigator, and I mean, Thommy, you'd know. I mean, can we replace a lot of these things now with using?
You're never going to get rid of. That's why I tell everybody: you pay for Sales Navigator so you don't go to LinkedIn jail, right? You're always going to have to do searches on LinkedIn, even if you have really good resources like Pin or Noon or RecruiterClaw.
Do you
or
replace Pin in your thing?
I've never used Pin, but so there are things that you just need Navigator for. right? There's a business development thing that I've shown a couple of people how to do. I don't know if anybody has seen me do this before, but you can go onto Navigator and do a really good search of companies that have one HR manager or less, right? And that's a good business development tool. You can also see if they're hiring, right? You can go and do the ambulance chasing. There's a lot of little business development tools that are in Navigator. And then as long as you're paying them some amount of money a month, I feel like you get a little bit of grace. And then like for Jobin, if you want to send connection requests, right, you need to have Navigator to do it because you only get like, I don't know, 50 a week if you're using OG LinkedIn. But with Navigator, it's 50 a day, 250 a week. That's how you build your network, right? So you use take advantage of Navigator so you can build your network, grow your team, do all those things. I would never get rid of LinkedIn. I mean, I say that as long as I'm recruiting, I will never get rid of fucking LinkedIn.
Sales Navigator, bro, though, not Recruiter.
That's what I meant. Yeah, that's what I meant. Navigator. Yeah.
Bob, I just I did some research while you guys were chatting about why accounts get frozen. And I posted it in the chat what it said.
I just saw it. I'm highlighting it and copying it into notes.
So you'll have to go down the list of what you were doing and it'll help you figure out why. But it seems like it's saying something about if you're using your Claude with Claude Code, if you're using it for third-party tokens or third-party apps, it gives some kind of issues or something.
Well, that's why I asked him that. Was he using any third-party apps? And he said no.
I'm guessing he probably was.
I mean, third-party app means I did have it connected to Apollo and Instantly, but that was it.
But aren't those connectors inside a Claude that they fucking allow you to do? So it can't be that.
Yes.
I feel like we're the police that arrest Bob and we're asking him whether he did the killing, and he's saying no, but we know he did it. We know he did it.
What model? Hey Bob, what model are you using?
What do you mean? Model is for
the model of the version
Claude,
of your
what Claude model? Like Opus or
hold on, let me see.
The desktop, or is that what you're talking about? AI or
some of the models are restricted to US only. So like if he's using it and the connectors are possibly connecting to other servers that are outside the US, they may classify that as like a place the model can't go because it can ingest outside of the US, because like there's all kinds of crazy stuff going on if you're using like these higher level models.
I was using Sonnet in the 100 a month max plan.
Oh my God.
Okay.
It should be using Opus.
That should be applied then.
Oh, well.
Yeah. Can you see all your old chats and everything, or is it completely?
I did set up on my desktop when I was using it. I had something called my AI Ops Manager on my desktop. So I think I have all my files and everything. I'd have to show one of you guys, and you probably would say, no, you're okay. I just want to know, when should I, if I don't get an answer beyond a certain date, when should I try to set it up with another email address, etc.?
So full disclosure, I'd set up to today, right? And then you could just, if they end up unblocking you, cancel that account, transfer whatever you used over to your old account, and you'll be good to go. Like I wouldn't go without having it.
I would probably send him a letter that said, hey, or an email that just said, hey, I apologize for whatever I did. I don't really know what I did, but I won't do it again.
Well,
Ernie, this is Claude, not your wife.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Oh, then buy him a diamond ring or something.
That's very funny. Hold on a second.
Yeah,
guys.
I just I would absolutely just go and sign up with a different email address for Claude.
By the way,
What happened?
Wait a minute, guys. Can you hear me?
No.
Yeah, on and off, you're going.
Okay, hold on a second. I wrote this yesterday. I said, I hope you'll forgive the direct outreach, but I'm not sure where else to turn. Several weeks ago, I received a notice that my Claude org has been disabled. The notification didn't provide a meaningful explanation, and my only option was to submit an appeal through an online form, which I did immediately. Since then, crickets. What's been most frustrating is not simply losing access, it's having no way to communicate with anybody. No status update, no understanding of what happened or whether my appeal is even being reviewed. As a customer who relied on Claude every day for my business, being locked out indefinitely without any dialogue has been incredibly disruptive. If I violated a policy, I would genuinely like to understand what happened so I could address it. If this was an error, I'd appreciate the opportunity to have it corrected. But right now, though, I'm left in limbo with no visibility into the process. I've always viewed Anthropic as a company that values fairness, transparency, and customer trust. My experience in this situation has unfortunately felt very different. I'm not asking for special treatment. I'm simply asking if somebody could review my case and help me understand where it stands. Even knowing that it's actively being looked at would be far better than complete silence. I'd be sincerely grateful for my assistance or guidance you could provide. Thank you for your time.
It's a lot of stuff there. I would just say, you know what? I got banned. What do I got to do to get unbanned? Period. But then you started out. But then you started out with no.
Are you banned?
You started out with
disabled.
I hope you're doing well.
Are you banned or disabled?
Disabled.
Okay, that's different. Right? So
let me make sure I'm right.
What's the exact error message you see when logging in?
Hold on, let me log in. Let me see. I think it's disabled. But
share your screen with me.
Okay, hold on one second. Because when I on video
you can have somebody else go into.
Are you using a VPN?
No.
Okay.
Hold on. Keep talking, guys, because I'm trying to log on here on a different computer. Yeah, you know, look, if you could see me, guys, I have one computer recording something. I'm on this other laptop. I'm like all over. Hold on, let me see. Okay. Here we go. Anthropic. Here it is. Okay, so if I start typing anything, hi, and I'm on Sonnet 5.
Wait, do you show your screen? At the very bottom, there's a square with an arrow in it. Do that.
Okay, I know. Hold on. Anybody see it?
No.
Just a note for you, Dom.
Now we have it.
Oh,
okay, so the organization has been, says this organization has been disabled.
Okay.
That's what I have. And if I try to
now,
put
can you
on
on the left-hand side, right where the